Welcome to an all-new episode of
EDJ Whitetails.
And that's
Keegan.
And I'm Eric Johnston. As you can see, bright sunshine. Gosh, I think it's about 40 some degrees today. January 9th. He's got one last crack at it, right?
Yep.
Doesn't have basketball, didn't have school today. I got off work early. We're headed out. We're going to see. He's got the green light on anything except a shed buck. And we're going to switch up tactics from where we were last time. We're going to go to a different spot on the farm. And we're going to see what the night of January 9th brings.
Welcome to the EDJ Whitetails. Alright, welcome back. Got Keegan ready, and it is warm. Now on the drive into the farm, we saw 8 or 9 deer that were already out in the bean stubble to the west of the little patch of woods that we're hunting. And what we're doing is we're walking around the backside of the barn here, and we're going to try and slip over to the east end of the timber and set up for the evening and watch this open field out here. Now, what they're after in this open field right now, according to the trail cameras, is there's a bunch of cover crop in there. I'm not sure if it's winter wheat or what they planted for cover crop, but they're out there eating those green shoots right now, as warm as it is. So we're going to take advantage of that. We're headed in right now. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peek around the barn, because on the south end of this side of this timber, it's sun exposed, and they'll lay along there and sunbathe basically and bed up for the day. So we don't want to bump them, because the whole gig will be up then. So we're going to scan that, and then we're going to ease our way around. So stay tuned with us. All right, we're in our makeshift little spot here, and we're tucked in behind this wall basically, and Keegan can rest the gun right there and shoot out into the field. And like I said earlier, they're after all these green shoots right here. So to the cameras, they've been out here every night, and I've got a couple bow stands up in this section of the farm, but they're just one lane bow stands basically. Both of us won't fit in there safely, so we're doing a little makeshift deal here. We're probably going to get really tired of being on our knees, but luckily we've only got about an hour and a half of daylight left, so follow along with us, and we're going to try and bring you Keegan shooting something here. So it's warm too, even though you can see my breath, but roll with it. So I was just pointing out to Keegan that wind is coming crossways like this and blowing out to that waterway. And a lot of times earlier in the fall, as you probably noticed, the deer will come out of that switchgrass, and they'll come out of here too. And then, of course, up out of the timber here, there's a trail that goes down the middle. Now, when we came into the farm, when we pulled in the drive, as I said earlier, there was 8 or 9 deer out in that bean stubble, and they went into this field just to the north of us. And I believe they probably just went out to that waterway and stirred around. I could definitely see them coming from that waterway and coming right up into here too. So that's our game plan. Got a good wind. We're tucked in good. Hoping January 9th, we can get this guy a deer. All right, little update. We've seen just about every bit of wildlife except a deer, correct? We've seen geese, about what, 15 squirrels, probably more than that. Pheasants, and as you can see, the sun is dipping. This is legitimately Keegan's last day to hunt, and tomorrow Iowa's season closes, so we're gonna give this until it's like 4:40 right now. I'm gonna be patient and give it until about 4:50 here in this spot, and then I've got an access trail that we can go take a look at that bean stubble field where they were at when we drove into the farm. So it'll be a little bit of an adventure and not something normally we would do, but we can do it safely, and it's the last day that he can hunt, so we're gonna give it a shot. But hopefully here within the as y'all might remember, I'm still got some of that sickness. Hopefully here in the next 10 minutes something comes out this corner, but it's super, super warm. When I did a temperature check earlier before the sun started dipping, it got 250. And with us here, we may be going on an adventure. We're going on a little adventure here. See if we can make something happen. Last ditch effort. Follow along. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Keegan's season. We saw everything but a lot of deer, right?
Yeah.
And then tonight, we kept it fun and tried to make one last ditch effort. Was it kind of fun doing a little stalk?
No.
Just easing through there and trying to sneak up on that field. Even though there wasn't nothing in the field, long story short, we didn't update you on that. There wasn't nothing in the field. Like I was telling Keegan, I think if I'd have drove the truck into the farm, those deer probably wouldn't have bumped off that field. Not that the ranger scared them a lot, but it bumped them off far enough that I don't think that they filtered back. They went onto the neighbor's field out in the waterway, and it's so warm out here that they really didn't have no reason to rush back. So, Keegan, we're going to try it again next year, right?
Yep.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get that fist bump better. Yeah, we're going to get it after him next year. He's my little fishing buddy, too, so we're going to get a lot of that in this year, too, right?
Yeah.
So, for the Edge Whitetails, I'm Eric Johnston. That's
Keegan Gertz.
And remember to
Get outdoors.
get outdoors.